Oh boy, today is going to be super fun here at Epcot. And yes, we will be partaking in the International Food and Wine Festival. Spaceship Earth! It's so good to see you again. Where Pluto and Daisy would normally be doing meet and greets, this area has opened back up completely so you can come and get your photo with this mural without a character. Hi everybody, and welcome to the World of Micah. We are back here at Epcot. You guys are going to have to tag along. Before we get started, click that subscribe button if you're new. The link to my Patreon page is down below. Now, let's take a closer look. Super weird, no monorail is going to be coming by because they are not doing park hopping right now, so there's no need for a monorail to go back to the Magic Kingdom station. Giving you guys a little progress update for the Guardians of the Galaxy. They are definitely doing some work. And right outside of the new location, well, the temporary location of Mouse Gear, we have some topiary friends from Bambi. This was the former home of Mouse Gears. There used to be trees all in this area right here. They have cut those down and made it a little seating area. We'll have to wait and see exactly what this area is to become. Normally, there'd be a huge line of people trying to get their photo in front of this. It's not the case today. But you can see they have the Taste of Epcot International Food and Wine Festival 2020 signs up. Ratatouille is the theme for this year. Kind of digging this. And I keep seeing the number 25. 25 years of food and wine. That's incredible. And the walls are still up, heading back towards Spaceship Earth. You have to either go left or right to get back to the front of the park. This is the sign leading into the World Showcase. 25 years. More foot pump hand washing stations popping up. I like these. They still have Flower and Garden Festival merchandise left over if you want to snag some. But we're going to stop off at Starbucks. Not to get coffee, but to get something to keep us hydrated. Hey, if you missed out on the Orange Bird Sipper Cup last year, you're in luck. They have it this year again at the Citrus Blossom. The orange cream shake, non-alcoholic, does come inside, but you can also just buy the Orange Bird Sipper Cup and not get the drink. They also have lobster tail and a crispy citrus chicken. Sounds pretty good. And Spike the Bee has his own spork this year. There's those Orange Bird Sipper Cups. And at the Hawaiian stand, they have the Kahlua pork slider that's served with sweet and sour Dole pineapple chutney. Oh my goodness. I saw Dole, and so I had to stop and see what they were going to put the Dole on. They also have a drink called the Alani Sunrise, which is vodka, Dole pineapple juice, and grenadine. Made it to Canada. They had the Canadian cheddar and bacon soup. I really wish Abby could try it, but it has bacon in it.
I know. I've heard such great things about it, and I was like, oh, I can eat it because I don't eat red meat. But then they threw that bacon in there, and
there's no way for them to take it out.
No, I just have to sniff it.
They do have a wild mushroom beef filet mignon with a truffle butter sauce. Oh my gosh. This stuff sounds so good. So something unique for this year, you can head inside what is normally closed off for more food and wine options. Normally this building back here is closed off for the guest. I've met countless characters back here, but I've never actually gotten to go inside this building. This is gonna be a treat. I was not expecting this. I'm loving the graphics this year. They've got a projection here with all the different countries, Spaceship Earth, and different characters from Ratatouille. And when you walk in, it's like a grand ballroom. Does not feel like this is a part of the normal food and wine festival. This looks like something maybe you would see at a special event, maybe like D23. This is pretty impressive. So this station is called Festival Favorites. And basically I think they took just a few different favorites from the festival and threw them on one place. Kielbasa potatoes, seafood fisherman's pie. I'm not even going to attempt to say that word. Spanakopita? Yeah, I think that's it. And they have a desserts and champagne station as well. Liquid Nitro Chocolate Cake Pops. Liquid Nitro Chocolate Cake Pops with crumbled Twix. And then they have one with crushed M&Ms milk chocolate on top. Look at that. Frozen s'mores non-alcoholic drink. They do have a stage set up. I believe that is a piano set right there. So maybe there is some live entertainment here at some point. The next station, everything seems to be kind of based around apples. Maplewood Farm Applejack Brandy, caramel apple popcorn, a frozen apple pie. You guys get the theming. And I want to show you guys how spaced out the seating is here. Some with chairs and some stand. Most people stand during the festivals, but it's definitely spread out. And Abby is going to be visiting the mac and cheese station, where she's going to be grabbing the lobster and, oh, it's just lobster mac and cheese. I might have a bite. They do have gourmet mac and cheese, buffalo chicken, lobster, the one that Abby's getting, and then regular mac and cheese. Ooh, that one comes with house-made Italian sausage and peppers. And I believe this is the first time I'm going to be seated at one of the festivals. Normally, I'm standing on either a trash can or one of those tables if I can grab one. So this is the lobster mac and cheese. My goodness. I can see the lobster in that. That looks pretty good. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because usually with food and wine or any type of like festival portions, like they're super small and like there's not as much meat, but holy moly, the amount of lobster that's in there, I am shocked.
Are you talking about Chris, the holy moly?
Yes, we miss you, Chris.
If anybody says holy moly, I always think about my friend Chris. Oh yeah, gotta get some, mix that stuff up. Gotta get everything. You're gonna eat that? You're not gonna eat the...
You want me to eat the garnish? Sorry, look, there's one more.
I mean, I'm not gonna take it. Make sure you get some noodles. Ooh, there's a good chunk of lobster right there.
All right.
There you go.
Good mixture,
Oh man, that looks delicious. Yeah, it's good.
For $6. This is great.
That's not bad for $6. I mean, that's a lot of meat, dude. That is a lot of lobster. I might have to have a bite of that. That is something special. That's a lot of lobster. And the sauce, man, it's much more enjoyable eating this inside in the air conditioning. So I'm surprising Abby with a cake pop because she was eyeballing them. So I'm gonna go over here and get us a cake pop. I think I'm gonna get us the one with the Twix on it. That'll be good. Dipping it into the chocolate, and then it's going into the Twix and then to the liquid nitrogen. That's how it's done. Woo, this is gonna be exciting. I've actually had, I don't think I've ever had anything made from liquid nitrogen. Look at that, there it is. Oh boy. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Look at that. Wow, that's impressive. So we thought they were gonna be like Starbucks cake pop sizes, but they're massive. Surprise! Because I thought they were gonna be like really small. That's the regular, and this has Twix on it.
Oh.
They dip it in chocolate, and then they dip it into the candy.
Huh.
It keeps it from melting, I guess. Good?
We're good.
Cool.
I thought it was going to be like ice cream, because it looks like ice cream.
Yeah, it does kind of look like ice cream.
But there's cake inside.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Surprise! This Twix one is pretty good. I must say, it was way more enjoyable to eat certain things inside in the air conditioning. I love this. I hope they bring this back next year, because certain things are just more enjoyable inside. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did that. Had to step inside because it started raining as soon as we made it to the United Kingdom pavilion. Little sun shower coming through. But every time we come here, Abby wants to see the little corgi on the shirt because we have a corgi in the family. His name is Bear. Look, they have a little corgi plush. I think it's done. This little drizzles coming down, barely drizzling. Just left the United Kingdom, heading over towards France. I think this is the first time I've never seen anybody sitting here in the France pavilion. And there's Remy. You can also see behind him the Skyway buckets going to and from the World Showcase. The one thing I do wish that the France pavilion had during Food and Wine and Flower and Garden is something that I would like to eat at the pavilion. There's really not anything on the menu that I kind of care for. I mean, I guess I could try the goat cheese tart with the caramelized onions. That doesn't sound bad. I do not like duck. I just can't do duck. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try the goat cheese tart. It sounds good. I like everything that comes on it. I just wish they had something like some kind of pasta dish or something that you could get like you get here at Chef's. That place is so good. Now it seems like this year in Brazil at the food stand, everything on the menu I could get behind. The cheese bread, the pork belly, all that sounds really good. Excited that they bring this back every year because it does have good food. And for those of you at home, you can do this digital festival guidebook. Scan that QR code there and you guys can do it at home. Now throughout the day, you will see different character cavalcades coming through. It's kind of old school Epcot, seeing the vehicles coming around World Showcase with all the characters. Here comes Pluto and Goofy, two of my favorite dogs. You're looking good, man. Looking so good this morning. Taking a stroll? Yeah. My favorite couple, I love you guys. So good to see you. So good to see you. Welcome back. We missed you. Japan seems to have some new stuff. I'm kind of into this idea of the frothy ramen. And also the sushi flower pot looks good. I'm into salmon. Definitely some stuff I'm gonna have to come back and try. And the very last time we were here, when the drummers said their farewell. That was a crazy afternoon because we said farewell to them and then we hopped on a, actually we rode with a friend. It was Adam and our friend Greg took us over to Magic Kingdom. And that was the last night that Walt Disney World was open. But it's good to be back. It's definitely good to be back. There goes the Friendship boat going across the World Showcase. Good to see the koi fish and one of my favorite hidden Mickeys right there on the drain. We're gonna head inside Mitsukashi. It's been a long time since I've been in this store. When we were walking by and we looked and we both said, George. Yeah, it looks like George. I wonder if we got one, if it would be George. George on the skateboard. This year, for the Food and Wine Festival, they have street corn funnel cake here at the funnel cake stand in the American Pavilion. That's it. You can see the street corn and the cumin and what else is on here? The cheese, cilantro, and dusted with paprika. Here at Hops and Barley in the American Pavilion, this seems new to me. The Southern Seafood Boil. Shrimp, mussels, crawfish, potatoes, corn, and andouille sausage. Man, that sounds like home back in Mississippi. The New England lobster roll. I've had that several times. And I have had the carrot cake. I'm going to have to try this seafood boil. And holy cannoli here in Italy. They've got some pretty good stuff. Including the cannoli filled with sweet ricotta, chocolate, and candied orange. Normally there's a huge line. That's not the case today. Now please, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm about 99.99% sure this is new. Spain. Well, I stand corrected. It was introduced in 2017. It's coming this fall. I don't remember this. Weird. Here in Germany, I would like to get the roast bratwurst. That sounds pretty darn good. And an apple strudel. The line is popping, but there's no entertainment to the left on the stage. I'm wondering if those guys are not returning. And the African food stand is back. Skewered shrimp and a vegan corn with white beans. Sounds pretty good. I'd try it. And I like the hut they have for the food stand because it fits in with the theming. Here at the refreshment outpost, they have a frozen slushie with Spike the Bee and a sipper cup. You can get it with Coca-Cola, Minute Maid lemonade, all non-alcoholic. Man, that's awesome. The Alps, established in 2019, is coming this fall. I love the stand. It's pretty cool looking. Reflections of China is open, looking more beautiful than ever. Something about the way the light shines on that building and the colors really pop during the day. It's pretty amazing. Here in China, they had chicken dumplings served with a Chinese slaw and Mongolian beef bao bun. I love bao. That's for sure. This is the line for Frozen Ever After. This is where it starts, all the way at the very end of the pavilion. The Royal Summer House, where you meet Anna and Elsa, is not operating. Kind of weird to see the meet and greet area is completely shut down. And the exit gift shop, the Wandering Reindeer, is closed as well. I was a little nervous about partaking in food and wine festival things because of sanitation, having to wash my hands and things of that nature, but I tell you what, they knocked it out of the park here. There are hand washing stations everywhere, plenty of hand sanitizer everywhere. We have no complaints today. It's pretty amazing. Epcot did a wonderful job. I mean, this is mostly what the World Showcase has been looking like today. Not the hardest thing in the world to practice social distancing with. Now don't worry, the mariachi band is still performing. They're performing at the stage that's in the American Pavilion. Check out the times when you're over there, and also the Jameters are performing there as well. Found a little hidden Remy from the scavenger hunt. These are everywhere. I'm loving these. You just walk up and your foot activates the water. The soap is right here and there are towels underneath. Fantastic idea. This one is out front of the Mexican Pavilion. That's home to the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the 3 Caballeros. This is what they're selling at the Mexican food stand for the Food and Wine Festival. Ribeye taco. That definitely caught my eye. And a passion rosé sangria. Woo! Man. A lot of good options this year. We're gonna head inside the Epcot experience, which was the former home of the Odyssey restaurant. Let's see what they got going on in there. They've definitely repainted a lot of the stuff. It's pretty awesome. Really digging the artwork they're putting outside the building. Well, you can no longer get food inside here. It's kind of a bummer. They had some pretty cool options, but I get it. They're trying to practice social distancing and do mobile ordering at all the quick service places. It just wouldn't work in this kind of environment. However, the Epcot experience presentation is still happening. I forget how cool this is. Really enjoying the Epcot experience. I think it's a really cool thing to show what the future is of this park. Gonna step inside the new mouse gear. Well, the temporary mouse gear. See what all they have. I was looking at this shirt. It's got all the guys from Goof Troop on it. Max and PJ and Goof. And Pete. That's amazing. New Figment and Grape Soda bottle cap t-shirts. Well, button downs, not t-shirts. Well, we had a blast trying some food and wine. Food for this upcoming season. This will be a good year for food and wine. I'm excited to get back and try some other dishes that we didn't get to try today, but we did get to see what was on the menu at each of the countries, so I can go back and look at this video and figure out exactly what I want to try and eat next time. But I think our adventure for today here at Epcot has come to an end, which means it's time to say goodbye. But if you enjoyed today's episode, please give me a big thumbs up. Let me know what you want to try this year at the Food and Wine Festival, or let me know what you would like for me to try and show you at home. I'll see you guys tomorrow on a brand new episode. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.